All right, we're talking about the Commanders. They're playing Sunday Night Football. Right now, they're 3 games away. They're on a 3-game losing streak right now, getting ready for Sunday Night Football against the Seahawks. This is another blow to the team, though, as star receiver Terry McLaurin will be out once again. Our team insider JP Finlay is live in Ashburn. JP, I saw the news on your Instagram that Terry McLaurin was going to be out. Any bright spots we can talk about from Monday that we can take to Sunday?
Monday's bright spots are pretty limited. And honestly, one of the biggest bright spots in that loss to Kansas City was how well Terry McLaurin performed when he was out there. The toe drag touchdown catch was a real example of what a difference maker Terry can be when he's on the field. And then Dan Quinn just revealed moments ago the play that actually hurt him was that incredible diving catch down the left sideline where he was able to get his right knee inbounds, initially ruled incomplete, and then they realized, no, this guy's that good. He made that catch. That's the play that Terry re-injured that quad muscle on. So what has been a really frustrating 5-6 month period for Terry McLaurin continues. He's at least out for Sunday. Dan Quinn didn't want to provide any sort of longevity for what this injury will be, but didn't seem like it's going to be that long. I do have good news for you, and everyone at home. Jayden Daniels, that's right. The team's star quarterback back at practice on Wednesday. Dan Quinn revealed that Jayden is going to be a full participant in practice, and the plan is for him to be a full participant all 3 days leading up to Sunday night's game. That would typically mean Jayden Daniels is going to be your starting quarterback Sunday. So definitely optimism surrounding Jayden, and when they've got Jayden, they've got a chance.
You just do it. You know, like there's not like in our game, there's like you just have to figure it out and find a way. You make the choice and you go, and that's why like afterwards he'll stay after, get some specific routes, potentially with some specific receivers. But that's part of the gig, and you find a way, and every game isn't played out exactly the same. What do we need to do to match up in this game? And one of the things I really admire about Jayden is like, man, can he adjust? All right, when the play starts this way and has to go another way, the adjustable parts, that's a big deal. When you don't have everybody there all the time with the reps, it's a factor. But one thing about Jayden, like, man, he's a great communicator, and like this guy figures it out. He just does. He's got that X factor to him, and that's how we got to get down.
Dan Quinn's telling the truth there. There are a number of injuries to this Commanders team. Terry McLaurin certainly the headliner, but left tackle Laramie Tunsil also not practicing today. Place kicker Matt Gay also not practicing today. Gay missed Monday night's game. Tunsil had to come out for large portions of that, didn't finish the game. But when you got Jayden, you've got a chance. And we'll see what Washington can get done Sunday night right here on NBC4 against the Seahawks. They got to get this win. We are in must-win territory for sure.
Right. JP, at this point, Doug and I were talking, what are the hopes for the playoffs? Is this a lost cause at this rate?
You never want to say lost cause, especially when you still have half the season to play out and a number of division games in the back end of this schedule. But that said, I mean, if you look at some of these websites that offer playoff odds, like what are the chances of them getting in, they're starting to get pretty slim, down around 10%. They need to stack some wins together. They've got Seattle and Detroit at home. Those are 2 very difficult opponents. But if you could pull off a split there, then you get Miami and Madrid. You start to see a little bit of hope. You get a bye week. Maybe some of these hurt guys rest up. It's not over yet, but it's not looking great either.
Yeah, I'm going to say it again. I think we're going to win. I keep saying it, but this Sunday, I think we're going to win.
I think they can win this game. Yeah. Seattle at home's winnable. I'm with you there.
JP Finlay live for us. JP, thanks so much as always.